Good afternoon, everyone. This is Wayne Bennett with ECRM and Range Me. I hope everyone's having a great day. And today I'm honored to be joined by Scott Gutche, who is the Senior Director for U.S. Sourcing and Manufacturing at Walmart. And today, Scott and I are going to talk about some of the things, many things that Walmart is currently doing to support U.S. job creation, made in America, and U.S.-based manufacturing. Many of you may know that in March there was a major announcement that was made relative to the commitment of U.S. manufacturing, and this year is the 8th year of the U.S. Open Call, which will take place on June 30th of this year as a virtual event, with registration for those interested suppliers closing on April 30th. So without any further ado, Scott, glad to have you here again this year.
Thanks, Wayne. Thanks for the invite. Oh, it's always a pleasure being with you.
Absolutely, indeed. So, Scott, a lot going on at Walmart, always, but specifically around the focus on U.S. manufacturing, U.S. job creation. And there have been a lot of things in the news. Back in March, there was a big announcement made. And I'm just curious to know, and the audience I'm sure is as well, is what is the difference between what was announced in March and that of U.S. Made in USA Open Call?
Yeah, great question. And it is exciting times for us at Walmart. And regarding this initiative, Walmart's recent announcement of the new $350 billion commitment to purchase U.S. made, grown and assembled products over the next 10 years is new and refreshed from what we started back in 2013. And we believe now is the right time to lean even more into U.S. manufacturing to strengthen the local communities with stable, good-paying manufacturing jobs. Open Call, Wayne, is the annual event that supports U.S. businesses of all sizes, but really attracts entrepreneurs and younger brands. This is, as you said, our 8th Open Call event, and it supports the larger 10-year commitment as one of the largest sourcing events that Walmart puts on. This event also will provide an opportunity to thousands of U.S. manufacturers to get on Walmart and Sam's Club shelves, both in-store and online. So we're really excited to do this again.
Yeah, that's great, Scott. And I know we're going to talk about Open Call and the recent commitment that was made in March. We can get a little bit into that. But for those interested in Open Call, how do you apply? Can you just share with us how would you apply for that?
Yeah, there are two ways that you can apply. The easiest way is to go to Jobs in U.S. Manufacturing portal. We refer to it as JUMP, J-U-M-P website. The address is engage.walmart-jump.com. And one benefit of going to our corporate site is that we've included multiple resources that suppliers can engage in while they apply, such as what is required to do business with Walmart, FAQs on Open Call. They can even watch a recap from last year. Or suppliers can also visit rangeme.com and create a profile and apply. It's all free. So getting started with rangeme.com can improve their visibility to retailers like us, but making it easier to get noticed even outside of Open Call. And Wayne, you guys have been a great partner at ECRM over the last several years and helping us bring this Open Call to life. I really appreciate your help.
Sure, Scott. I appreciate that as well. It's been a terrific partnership. So, Scott, let's focus back here now for a minute. So why is there a commitment to U.S. manufacturing? Like, why is that Why is this happening now?
Well, the U.S. is more competitive now than it has been in decades. The cost of manufacturing overseas continues to rise faster than it is in the U.S. Think about shipping, wages, interruptions in the supply chain that we all just went through with COVID. The case for making things closer to where they're being consumed, it's getting easier to make. I mean, who could have predicted a stalled transport in the Suez Canal or the price of shipping containers going up 30 to 50% in the last several months? Look, there's a lot of work to do here to get the supply chains back in the U.S., and we certainly aren't saying it's going to be easy. But with automation, innovation, getting networks together to work on this, we can take costs out of the supply chain and the U.S. can be competitive. We think we can help bring ideas, those resources, and the networks together to help accelerate this work.
Mm-hmm. And Scott, in regard to the commitment of U.S. manufacturing, that was the announcement that was made in March of this year, I know there was this concept of the American Lighthouse concept. Can you share a little bit more about what that is and what that means and why that's important?
Yeah, we plan to work with key stakeholders in specific regions of the country to identify and overcome top barriers to U.S. production. These lighthouses will bring together participants from the supplier community, including manufacturers, NGOs, as well as others from academia, government, local economic development groups, anyone who can help accelerate and bring down the cost of doing things in the U.S. By bringing these key regions and stakeholders together, we think we can make the supply chain more efficient. So we've identified priority categories that we're going to focus on: plastics, textiles, small electric appliances. They're all being part of the main focus as we kick this off. The aim is to bring U.S. manufacturing back in a long-term sustainable way.
Very exciting indeed. I know you've shared some of that with me, and it does sound very interesting, and I'm eager to see how that all comes about. So, Scott, I know in the past there's been some concerns or issues around actually the sourcing of goods that are actually made in the USA, and I'm curious to know, what steps does Walmart take to ensure that the goods you're sourcing that are made in USA are actually made in USA?
Yeah, we have a substantiation plan in place to make sure the products that suppliers are claiming are truly made, grown, or assembled here in the U.S. This process requires our suppliers to certify that their product contains significant U.S. content, that it has substantially transformed in the U.S., and that it meets the definition as stated by the FTC. Our customers want items made in the U.S., and we need to make sure there's clear transparency. It's important for manufacturers to understand their upstream supply chain and how and where things are being made.
Good. And so let's pivot a little bit from the conversation around the March announcement to focusing on this year's U.S. Open Call. Again, June 30th is the virtual event. But how will this year's event be different or similar to last year's event? Tell us what we can expect as a supplier coming to the event.
Yeah, I love talking about Open Call. As you know, most of our conversations end up talking about Open Call and the excitement of that day. You can expect the same high level of enthusiasm from our merchants. They love this day. For a merchant, meeting new suppliers and seeing new innovative items all day is the definition of a perfect day. So unfortunately, the event will be virtual again. We really would like to have this in person. The supplier excitement, in the vendor rooms and the vendor hallway is unmatched, in a normal year. But we'll have fun and exciting things for suppliers to participate in. We want to make the day a worthy use of their time. And we encourage suppliers to stick around and take advantage of the many resources that we share that day beyond just their 30-minute product pitch meeting. We cover topics such as what's on the mind of the Walmart customer, learn creative ways to finance your growth, and hear from suppliers about life after their Open Call, their journey and their learning. So it's a great day. Buyers love it. Suppliers have so much enthusiasm, and we look forward to it every year.
Yeah, and Scott, obviously I've been participant in some of those content sessions, and I must say they are high quality efforts to really understand what's involved in selling to Walmart, the options you have when you become a supplier, and that in itself is certainly worth the price of admission. Although there is no price, but certainly well suited for suppliers who want to learn more. So why should a U.S. manufacturer, a supplier of U.S. made goods, why should they apply to Open Call?
Yeah, the biggest reason is, if you think about it, Walmart merchants, they're experts in the field that they buy for. And as you know, Wayne, Walmart is a large platform for brands. So you put those two things together and you have a very busy merchant on a daily basis. So it's tough for new brands to get a meeting with a Walmart merchant. And so Open Call opens that access, and it gives the supplier an opportunity they probably wouldn't have. It also offers great networking opportunities and gives businesses of all sizes the chance at their big break. And they've been working on, daily. So even if they don't get a deal on the 30th, June, the connections they make could be the difference down the road.
Absolutely. Setting the groundwork. So, Scott, I know this is important, and we talked about it in the beginning, but I do want to just mention it again because I do think it's important. And if you are a manufacturer and you are U.S. made, this is your opportunity to really be found and discovered by a Walmart merchant. So, again, Scott, tell us again, what is the process to do this?
Yeah, there's two places to go. One would be engage.walmart-jump.com. That's our Walmart's corporate website for the initiative. You can go there and learn more about the event. You can go there and apply. It's where we send our current manufacturers who are interested in doing things in the U.S. Second place you can go to is rangeme.com, our partner in helping us gather the applications and sign up for your account there. You'll have an account at that point with rangeme.com, and you get visibility, not only at open call, but past open call as well. So rangeme.com, a great partner for this, and that's where the applications go for review. So those are the two locations.
That's great. And Scott, really in conclusion here, for our audience that may be viewing this, tell us, what are your final comments, your closing inspiring comments, your words of wisdom for those suppliers out there? Leave us with something inspiring.
Hey, man, I love my job, and I think I got the best job in the world. Who goes into work and says they're working on creating manufacturing jobs in the U.S.? How do you go to work disappointed? So every day I go in, looking to help change the world in a small way. And, our founder, Mr. Sam, said back in 1985, I believe that our company can make a reasonably large contribution to providing more jobs within our country as a whole. And that statement from 1985 holds true today. And it's even more exciting to watch small businesses become part of the Walmart supplier family and grow in ways that are just unimaginable. I want everyone to know this is achievable. Every year, deals are done at this event, and connections are established, and suppliers are better for participating. Walmart can be as small or as large as a supplier needs us to be to impact their business. So I say, trust in your brand, prepare and practice, and bring your best, because this can be your day.
That's great. Scott, I must say, in working with you and your team, the commitment there to make this event the best one yet, which is clearly formidable after last year's great event, is something I know we're all focused on. It's tremendous to know that your leadership is fully committed to this endeavor. And I would just say to the suppliers out there that have not yet submitted or have not yet ever attended open call, that they should really consider this their year to apply. So, with that, Scott, I appreciate your time today and look forward to seeing you on the next chat.
All right. Good selling, everybody.